Oh, you just fucking reminded me of something. Have any of you guys seen this? What was his name? I saw it on Reddit like a week ago, and it happened last year. A guy got fired from, I think it was like the Washington Post, because he was voice crack jerking off on a Zoom call with all of his colleagues, and then they brought him on to CNN and had him explain why he was masturbating on Zoom. So it was such an uncomfortable segment. The lady's like, "You may see we're joined by fucking Dick McButtman, whatever his name is, and you may remember he was recently fired for masturbating on camera. So what's up with that?" And then just like interview him right to his face about why he was jerking off. Jeff Toobin, was that his name? Oh god, yeah, they had him come on CNN to address it. Oh, it was painful.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Hello, Allison.
Hey,
It's been a
Jeff.
while.
It has been a while.
Hey, how's that dick hanging? Just kidding, I already know. I saw it.
Address, what's happened in the months since we've seen you, since some of our viewers may not know what has happened. So I guess I'll...
Yeah, so I just don't understand why they'd do this. I mean, it's fucking CNN viewers. They could have just brought him back. No one would have said shit. They probably didn't even know that this man's meat came out at some point in front of his colleagues and fucking full-blown Louis C.K'd them or whatever. I don't know what they were thinking, but I'm so glad it happened. Because she has to sit here and he has to sit here and explain the masturbation for 10 fucking minutes. Like I said, I only watched like the first minute or so. It is goofy.
I'll recap. I'll do the honors.
Take it away.
Help yourself.
Okay.
Yes, please. I'm excited.
Everyone took a break for several minutes, during which time you were caught masturbating on camera.
Yes. And I'll do it again, too.
Fired from that job after 27 years of working there.
Threw it away.
And you, since then, have been on leave from CNN. Do I have all that right?
That's a pretty good
You got it all
lore
right. Sad to
update.
say.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, obviously, I wasn't thinking very well or very much, and it was something that was inexplicable to me.
It was
I think
probably
at one
exhilarating,
point,
though.
I didn't think other people could see me.
You
So,
thought that you had turned off your camera?
correct.
Yeah.
I thought that I had turned
Naturally.
off the Zoom call. Now, that's not a
Even this guy in the back's like, "Are you fucking serious? You're telling me this guy masturbated on a Zoom call? What?" Like, he's just now getting this information like I did. And he's shocked. Just as shocked as I was. But I do have to appreciate Toobin's work ethic. They took just a couple minute break, apparently. Like, they were on a Zoom call going over business, doing business shit. And apparently, like, all right, we're going to take a brief recess. Everyone go get yourself a coffee or something. And in the brief 30 seconds that the people weren't there, the man just whips his cock out and goes to town. Like, damn. He's about efficiency. You could say a lot of things about Jeffrey Toobin. I've never heard that name in my life. But I'm assuming you can say a bunch of bad shit about him. One thing you can't say, though, is he doesn't know how to jerk it. And he doesn't, live for the thrill, to say. Like, I have to at least appreciate that. I have to give kudos where they're due.
subsequent months, miserable months in my life, I can certainly confess. Trying to be a better person. I mean, in therapy, trying to do some public service.
What a weird... Why are you in therapy? You were the one that fucking brought out the one-eyed snake on a Zoom call with your colleagues. And I would wager... I don't know this guy. I'm not going to sit here and Reddit armchair psychologist this man. But I would wager he had to know that there was some level of danger to it. Something like the thrill is what got him horned up. There had to be something to it. But why the fuck are you in therapy? Like... Jerking off doesn't make you a bad person, but what you did does. Like, what puts you in therapy? Your fucking colleagues, based on the size of your meat, probably needed therapy. Like, he's not the victim here. I see this all the time. And I also didn't get the conclusion on whether or not he finished. I don't know if he blew his load. If I had to guess, when his colleagues came back, it was just like uproarious screams and squealing, like a Wilhelm scream or something. Like, "Oh my god, Toobin! What are you doing? Well, put it away."
We've heard what I like to think of as the politician apology, which is...
What does
I'm sorry
politics
if you
have to
were
do with
offended.
this, though?
Which always
Unless your
sounds
dick
to
was
me
left or
like,
right
said the
leaning, I
words,
guess.
Now get off my back. Above all, I am sorry to my wife and to my family, but I'm also sorry to the people on the Zoom call. I'm sorry to my former colleagues. At
Are
The
you sorry to
New Yorker.
me, Jeffrey?
I'm sorry to my current,
Say I'm
fortunately
sorry to
still
Charlie.
colleagues at CNN. And I'm sorry to the people who read my work and who watched me on CNN and who thought I was a better person than this. And so, you know, I got a lot to rebuild, but I feel
I would love to
very
know
privileged and very
why
lucky
he
that I'm
started
gonna be able to
jerking
try to
off
do
during
that.
the meeting.
I mean, one of
just
the
during a
ironies
recess.
of this whole incident is that for decades you have covered the bad judgment and sexual proclivities of public figures and politicians like Bill Clinton and Anthony Weiner and Elliot Spitzer and
Still a stupid
Donald
name.
Trump, and I could go on.
Fucking Weiner.
And so
I am not going to come up here and like split
Yeah.
hairs and try to come up with justifications or explanations.
Zoom calls are going to be a lot
As
more
long
fun
as
with
it's
Jeffrey
stupid and
Toobin
I'm
around.
trying
You
to
never
be
know
a
what
better
you're going to get
I
now.
do want to get to
a nice
what
wild
the
card.
New Yorker decision was and the
Right.
consequences.
Next time he might finger his own butthole.
After you had worked there.
There are no surprises out there about my conduct. That I am worried that there is like there's a skeleton that's going to be found.
That's spoken like a man who still has a couple good jerks left in him on Zoom calls. Let me see. It's been a while. Has he done it again? Is he a repeat offender? What's his name? Jeffrey Toobin? Yeah, it doesn't look like he's done anything since. I'll keep my eyes peeled just in case. Check X video. Yes, perhaps he's performing under another alias. Let's see. I wonder if anyone leaked that Zoom call. This is dangerous. I'm going to click on it, and I already know I'm going to regret it. It says, leaked video, Jeffrey Toobin's Zoom call. I found a screenshot from the actual Zoom call. He was ass naked. Really? So they actually... Oh, okay. Hold on a minute. Thanks to Tier 1 Slushy. All right. Hold on a second. Let me see. Don't act like you've never forgotten to turn off your stream and yanked it on cam. Happens to the best of us. Bro, I think about that shit all the time. Not necessarily jerking off, but I always think like, what if I forgot to put my cock back in my pants after peeing? And that's the worst because then it'd be flaccid and everyone would make fun of me. But I always have that thought in the back of my mind. I've never once made that mistake in my life, but I just keep thinking, what if today's the day? So the man really got butt-ass naked? I figured it was just like through the pants fly or something. Toobin meet. Toobin caught Zoom call. Toobin hot XXX. Doesn't exist, I assure you. Damn. Oh well. Maybe one day. He'll slip up again. That's the face of a man who's considering doing it right now on the CNN apology, like weighing the pros and cons. I could just jerk off again right now.
Do you think, given that the punishment fits the crime?
You know, I am the worst person to ask that.
I would think you would be.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
You got
I
got
love
fired.
the new- but other people are going to weigh in about whether it was appropriate for them to get rid of me and for CNN to keep me.
It'd be hard to
Yes.
stay employed after
Tom,
doing
late
something
night
like
talk
this.
shows have had a field day. Should we move on to the news?
Sure, let's.
No, fuck that. That's boring. Talk more
Let's
about
do
him
that.
masturbating.
California. You heard me
Yeah.
talking about that the
Yeah, get me the fuck out. That's boring. I love that they did that on air for no reason. I couldn't imagine a better better situation. Hey, look who we brought. Yeah, that guy fucking masturbated on Zoom in front of all of his colleagues. Hey, so what's the deal with that, huh, buddy? Maybe he started an OnlyFans? I wish he doubled down. Like, okay, here's what you guys missed on the Zoom call, and then a link to his OnlyFans. That would be great. That would be pretty cool. Kuman with Toobin. That would be a great segment for CNN. That would be fantastic, actually. You should work there. That'd be pretty good. He could report on, like, I don't know, sex worker income or something, or what's, like, going on in that market. Honestly, pretty good.